What's up, guys? It's Canadian, and this is the last VOD review submitted from Season 8. So going forward, Zarya VOD submissions will be open. I'll leave instructions how to submit Zarya VODs in the comments. So this this Orisa VOD is from Sep. He is a master player playing his promotion match to GM, which is very exciting. Wish him luck in this game. He is playing Orisa on King's Row. This match was played on February 20th, so very recent, right at the tail end of the season. So good luck to him to getting GM at the end of Season 8. We're going to be looking at his positioning, target selection, ability usage, reloading, all that jazz, all the stuff that goes into shield placement, all that stuff that goes into being a good Orisa player, and hopefully we can help him do better, and hopefully we can learn something along the way. So let's go ahead and get into it.
What?
I see the
Oh.
sword.
Ooh, I wonder what language this is. I haven't reviewed an Orisa VOD.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
really
I thought
reviewed
you could just shoot
any
normal
VODs in a
arrows.
different language. Right, I like this shield already. You got this corner to work with, and you can start with some pressure. I like it. Let me turn it down a little too. There we go. So, not that I'm recommending this, but this is one of those. King's Row is one of those points attacking as Orisa where it doesn't hurt to like stand here as Orisa and like shoot a shield up and over, so that you can run in. Like let's say you shoot it up and over and it lands, then you can run in and your next shield is 2 seconds away. That way you can get double shields and really take a lot of space. King's Row is one of like the few places where it's doable and very useful. Rotating statue. Almost got the Zarya. That would have been a huge pull, pulling the Zarya out of cover. I like where your head's at. And I like that you were pre-firing it in case you did pull her, so that's also good. Fortifying, probably didn't need to do that.
Behind us.
I like the slow, methodical shield placement, right? Moving it up where, I think you wanted to place it a little far forward so you could use this car. But besides that, you're, slowly taking space away from the red team, playing off your cooldowns. You're not rushing in without your shield. So I like the pace of this game so far from the Orisa player. I'm not a big fan of this halt because it's not accomplishing anything. If anything, what you want to do is, you see how Zarya just popped her personal shield? Let's change to yellow. What you can do instead is wait for her personal shield to go down, and then you could halt like right here, which because of the way Ryan's angling his shield, it won't pull Reinhardt, but it will pull Zarya back out of cover from behind Ryan's shield. So as Orisa, you can really abuse Zarya whenever her personal shield is down, right? Because you know that she can no longer block the tether from halt. So that's why whenever I see Zarya like step forward for energy and I'm Orisa, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pull the Zarya, like yell at my team, like get ready to kill her, because they'll like step forward, pop their bubble, and as they're retreating, you can shoot the bubble to break it early and then pull her back, which is actually a really good way to kill Zarya. I don't know why you're kind of like tap firing here. Tap firing doesn't do anything for Orisa. Doesn't. So hopefully that's not like a habit of yours, but if it is, just try and like get rid of it, because tap firing doesn't do anything for Orisa. Right here, you didn't have to feed all this energy to Ryan. That's kind of unfortunate. Or sorry, feed this energy to Zarya. I like that you pulled him away from you. That's a good use of halt. He got onto you first, and then you used Fortify. So this is a much better like Fortify discipline, right? You started taking damage, and then Fortify happened. So good job there. So basically, this is all this right. Everything we saw here was like a good use of Orisa's abilities. There's a tracer on your head, which is kind of awkward. Oh, you're LOSing your healers. Oh, that was close.
I'm gonna put
Yeah, this halt again, not really doing much. You could, like, see how Zarya is stepping forward? You could halt here and kind of catch her by surprise. I didn't think you had to fortify here, because Coalescence doesn't really do that much damage to targets with armor. I'm pretty sure you're going to wish you had fortify in the next 14 seconds. That was a great kill onto Junkrat. Yeah, like right here, I bet you wish you had Fortify. Yep.
Right side.
Double sniper, interesting. That's unfortunate. You could have almost pulled them into the dragon. But it looks like your DPS are going off and carrying you through this fight.
Not sure.
You don't need to be here as Orisa. You can just cap the point. I like that pull. It's a little cheeky. If anything, I would have placed the shield. I'm considering it. Maybe place it right here so Hog can play far forward, but I don't want my Hog to play this far forward. So I kind of like where you're placing it instead. Nice kill. Yep, just keep this pressure up. Just keep Ryan's shield hurting. Again, so when you're playing or sorry, attacking a corner like this, you want to shoot the halt kind of at max range from the corner so you get the most value out of pulling someone. Because right here, you pulled someone, but they only got pulled like 2 feet. Versus if you shoot a halt right here, you'll pull them much farther and give your team more time to kind of hit them before they can get back into cover. I must say your shield placement like so far throughout this game has been very good. You're consistently clipping it with terrain, or like sorry, attaching it to terrain, which is what you want a Vassal Triumph. Ooh, that supercharger placement is so good. The enemy team would have to rotate all the way around this corner to get it, but it's gonna give this whole area to your team. That was a great supercharger. Oh my god, I love that supercharger. That's a solid use of it. Flush Ryan shield. I really wish your Hog had an ulted, because then he just pushed them all away, and now you can't utilize a supercharger. That's really unfortunate. The enemy team comboing grab Riptire. What is this? I'm so excited. No one like does that really. Yep, just die. You just need to die. I don't know why they use Nano Boost. Yep, just die. No. You need to feed ult off of Ryan Zarya because you just used it. Yeah, it's really unfortunate your Roadhog knocked them all away. That sucks.
Yeah.
Good, they wasted ults. I think they just wasted Nano, maybe Coalescence? Yeah, they wasted Nano and Coalescence, yeah.
Nice. Go, let's go.
Nice, your halt right here helped secure the kill onto Winston.
Nice.
I like it.
Go, let's go. Watch out for shadow.
You guys are up 1, which is really big. So if you're up 1 as Orisa, what I like to do is to get a little more aggressive, because this is a little passive for having a numbers advantage. I would, bum rush this corner and really take the fight to them. Now, we were talking before about, playing the corner. So right here, you see the Zarya? Look at this still right here. The enemy Reinhardt is right here, and Zarya is right here, and her personal shield is down, right? Your team, and you with halt can really, really punish this. There's no way she's going to make it back to Ryan before this halt gets to her. So if you had, let's see if you were able, like, let's be real here. Did you still have halt? Right, yeah, right here. You can see Zarya Ryan separated, and you have halt. So in my head, if I'm in this game, I'm like, okay, I see Zarya's out of position trying to get charged. If I move up and she uses her bubble, that's an opportunity for me to halt her back and kill her, right? It's a pattern that Zarya players consistently do to move up, poke forward, or move up, take some poke, and retreat, and you can punish that super, super hard with halt. And I know I've repeated that a few times now, but this is just really the perfect example of when that situation presents itself. If you walk up right here, she's trying to retreat, boom, halt, maybe your Hog's here, your Junkrat, whatever, and you guys can just really get that kill. Because right now, right, she's gonna get away with being so aggressive, which is unfortunate.
I can't hear you.
You guys are up 2 now. Oh, unfortunate. Up 3 now. All right, this is huge. No ults from your team. You just have to like slow push this, easy peasy. They might Earth Shatter to try and recover this. You need to play far forward now. You guys, your team is up 3, so with this next shield, I really want you to take this corner away. Close enough. That's good enough. Again, right here, I like if I was your team, I would chase down the Zarya. She's got no shield, no Reinhardt, no healers. Oh man, beautiful. Like that, if your hog was on point, he would get that hook. But you also have to communicate. That's not fair to just put it all in your hog. You have to say like I'm pulling main right now or whatever it is, and then he's like paying attention to it. Your Moira has the right idea. You guys can really stagger the Zarya. Oh my god! Ah! Hanzo was like, I want her to die. Beautiful stagger, my Hanzo. Honestly, that was not expecting that, but that was great. Like that you're paying attention to the high ground. Nice. I like that. Look at that pressure. That was a really good pull. Oh, that guy messed up. Oh, beautiful. That was so. This is like some of the best, the most fun with halts, right? When like a Winston tries to jump, you're like, Norp, and you just completely deny it. Also, what's up, Gen? We're good to see you. How's your day going?
Nice.
Roadhog was trying to combo with you there, and again, we're kind of seeing the same mistake before, right? Right, you're shooting the halt right at the corner, so even if it did pull them, they're still going to be behind the corner. You have to put the halt a little bit farther away. The other thing I want to commend you on is you've been pretty good about reloading. I haven't really noticed any like abysmal reloads, so keep that up, keep that pattern going. Trying to get the Widow, I can understand that, but again, go for the easy halts is what I'll call them, right? You can just wait for her to fall down, and then like she lands right here, and you halt her all the way over here, easy. You're trying to like catch a Widowmaker like as they're falling, like it's fancy and hard, but the yield is not that high. Versus like right now, if you had halted, like she just landed, she has no grapple. If you just halted right now, boop, she's dead. You don't have to be fancy with halt. Orisa's just like Zarya, right? If you just stick to the basics like 95% of the time, you will be like better than a vast majority of Orisa and Zarya players. Like it's when people try to like get fancy and then it doesn't work out that they start making like all these like really dumb mistakes. Like for example, and this is from my own games, one time I was trying to like be all clever and shield stack on Numbani first point, and I was trying to get all fancy with it, and then my shield was absolutely horrible, and then the enemy team pushed in and killed us all because my shield was so bad. Like if I had just like shot the shield at my feet instead of trying to like bounce the shield off of whatever I was doing, it would have been fine. But I tried to get fancy and I got punished for it. My whole team got punished for it. Not that this is so fancy your team will get punished, but it's just kind of like. This is kind of like an indicator that you do like the fancy stuff, if that makes sense. Oh, you blocked the Earth Shatter, dude. Check mark. Nice. Good job. Good use to fortify. Obviously, you're blocking the charge. You LO. I think you might have LOS'd your team a bit, but I think both your healers were honestly just dead, so. I don't know. Like halt has 7.5 meter range, but even then that was a little optimistic to hit anyone with that one. So like right here, imagine if you still had your halt right now. You could halt this Genji right back into your team, no problem. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I can't see where he is correctly judging the distance, but he seemed kind of close. You guys are already down one at 6 versus 5, so I probably wouldn't take a fight here. I would just leave, just reset, just full reset. You only have 240 left. You don't have any time to waste. Yep, you guys at 6 versus 4. Just leave. 6 versus 3. Just get out. 6 versus 2. Numbers. Hey, Genmu with the 6-month resub. You're growing up as an honor buddy. You're getting really big, Genmu. Thank you so much. Also, you've been gifting subs like crazy the last couple of weeks, so you're insane. Thank you for all the support you bring to the channel, Genmu. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, the start of your season 9 has been going well. Let's get some hearts in the chat for all of these subs we've had today, guys. I've been a little lackluster with the hearts. Just everyone put like 25 hearts in. I'm just clicking the emote. Not even counting. I'm just gonna assume that's like 50. Thank you so much for the support today, guys. Just to refresh, we've got Genmu with the resub, Blue Strike with the resub, and Wasagi with the resub. Today's you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this stream and for supporting this stream. I appreciate you guys so much.
None of them.
So like I was saying, numbers. Something I'm trying to do better about in these VOD reviews and in my own games is tracking numbers advantages. When you watch like Overwatch League, the instant someone, assuming they don't have any other choice, they won't go in. But the instant like let's say a team is attacking, right? And someone gets picked off somewhere somehow, let's by trace or whatever, the attacking team will just like full retreat. They're like, hey, why take a 5 versus 6? We're clearly at a disadvantage. Just don't even bother, right? And more teams need to do that. Kind of unfortunate use of dragon there. Ooh, who was this? Is it Genji?
Nice. Push it.
Again, the corner, want to go farther from the corner. This would have been just how to improve this halt was halt. You shoot it over there.
Push up. Nice. Push it.
You guys are up 2, I think. Yeah, you guys are up 2.
Push.
Their enemy team's running triple DPS. Oh, that poor Reinhardt. I think target selection here is lacking a bit. You see Reinhardt right here. I know it's so hard to see the coalescence, but Reinhardt's right here to the left. And you're shooting a Moira in coalescence. Unless you like get a ton of headshots on her, you're not going to kill her. So I would just kill the Reinhardt, honestly. Your Roadhog has the right idea. Oh, the supercharger could have placed it a little farther back. Again, you're also fortified. You're getting healed by Mercy, and you were full HP. You didn't need to fortify there. Yep, there goes the supercharger. So right here, this is one of the times. So a lot of the time, pulling enemies back is just like kind of whatever. But this is one of the times when pulling enemies back, this was like you actually helped the enemy team here. This Reinhardt is like basically by himself. His shield is breaking. You guys can kill him. You and Roadhog can really just pressure the shield and kill this Reinhardt. But then you're like, hey, you know what? I'm feeling generous today. Here's some free mobility to get yourself away from my team. Like, if anything, I would just keep shooting the shield, shoot the shield, and then when he tries to run or when his shield breaks, you could halt him back in your team. And if you want to get, like, really, again, like fancy, clever, you could halt him up in the air. But I don't like halting up in the air. It doesn't really do anything, especially with a character with the shield that moves with them. But there was no reason to, like, look at all this free space you gave him. Like, now look how far he is now. This shield had 700 HP. If you were gonna place it right where you had it, there was no need to replace it. You could just let that shield be, if that makes sense, and try and get some value out of it before you use your next shield cooldown. I definitely think you need to be shooting the Reinhardt a lot more, not the Moira. You got to shoot the Reinhardt. There you go. Your Roadhog was on top of it. See, like right here, I bet you wish you had a shield to place right here to protect this Roadhog. He's gonna rotate to your shield, so that's good. Almost. Uh-oh. The Genji's gonna kill everything. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, you switched to Winston? Did you actually? Oh, okay. Alright, defense. Wow, that was a great fast forward. I mean, we're on defense. Okay, so the main thing is you've had a couple pretty questionable fortifies when you're like full HP, only getting like tickled by something. That seems to be the big. That's okay. Actually, the first thing I want you to work on, the biggest improvement I can see for you is get way more value out of your halts. Your halts aren't bad. You're in the right mindset, but the execution needs a lot of work. The enemy team is putting themselves in positions that can be punished with good halt usage, and you're trying to, but not really succeeding. So. Hopefully, like this is kind of showcasing when and where you can get those high value halts to punish the enemy team for their positioning. Then the second thing is fortify usage because you've just been there's been more than once you used it, and I like watching him like, all right, he's gonna regret that, and then like 4 or 5 seconds later, you're wishing you had fortify, if that makes sense. Your shield usage is really good. Your supercharger usage is good, and you're not. I don't think you're reloading too much. Again, like I said, I haven't really noticed anything. Target selection needs a little bit of work, in my opinion. I think you want to be focusing down. I think it was really only at the end there is what I'm talking about. I think throughout the rest of the match, you were doing a good job, kind of attacking the Reinhardt and the Zarya. But at the end there, you weren't putting as much emphasis on the free, easy to hit Reinhardt, who was kind of far away from his team. Um, Oh, and just one. The other thing is with your shields. If you just place a shield and you're gonna put your shield in the same spot, don't replace it unless you absolutely have to, because there's still so much shield health to be used. If that makes sense, right? The shields last 20 seconds. The cooldown's only 8 seconds. So when you get your shield cooldown back, there's still 12 seconds on that first shield. So if the shield's sitting there with like 500 HP, just let it sit there. You've got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. I like where you're positioning. Where was the first halt? Again, look at this halt. Like, this is a dream. This is a absolute like prayer and a dream that this actually does anything, versus, you know, like if someone was peeking here, you could have halted them and maybe Hog got a hook, right? This is a complete waste to halt. Don't do this. You want to halt this choke. Because, and I usually wouldn't say anything, but the enemy team, they rush in, and then you're wishing you had halt. Like right here, you wish you had halt, so you could place a new shield, pull them back, deny Lucio's speed boost, but you don't. Alright, I like the focus onto Ryan, but see, right here, Zarya personal shield down, right? Personal shield down. Now you focus her, because look at the Zarya. Look at her position. She's not standing anywhere near her Reinhardt. Reinhardt's got a barrier. She has absolutely no barrier, so you shoot her. She's the vulnerable one. She's still not playing behind a Reinhardt. Like, she is getting completely away with this because no one is shooting at her, and when she is the prime target right here. You had to replace the shield to cancel reload, and there's nothing you could do about that. I could see this fortify. I can understand why you did it. Again, this halt not accomplishing anything. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just not doing anything. You could already shoot at her. If she got around the corner, then you halted her back, maybe. This isn't looking good for you. At this point, you're just halting for effect, which I can understand. How did they not kill you? I really, like, the enemy team should have been focusing you. I have no idea how you didn't die. I can't believe you're getting away with this. Ooh, nice. I like that you did not fortify there. Very good. I'm really trying to pay more attention to your halts because they're just not doing anything. If you're gonna drop down like this and place shield, you don't need to fortify. Just drop and place a shield, and then if they push you, then fortify. Because you're dropping and fortifying, but right now no one's hitting you, and your fortify is ticking down, so you're essentially wasting a percentage of your fortify. Like, look at this. Not a single person hit you during your fortify because you're standing behind a shield. Like, you don't want to combine fortify and shield. You use one to cover the other. If you have no shield, fortify. If you have no fortify, you stand behind your shield, but you don't put them together. Yeah, I bet you right now you wish you had fortify. Yeah. You can't play the shield so far back. You and Roadhog need to just sit right here. You just need to sit here, don't peek, don't do anything, just sit here in absolute safety.
Alright, go for it.
You guys are still down one. Your Hanzo is just respawning. He has absolutely no ability. You have to wait. You can't take this fight. You and Roadhog almost comboed. Unfortunate. Again, right here, right? You have a new shield ready, and you're using Fortify. Like you should have. All you have to do is place shield, and then you don't have to waste Fortify. Cause you've been wasting Fortify a lot in this match. I like the bongo placement though. Look how much they have to commit. Also, again, like bongo is one of those things that if you had just used shield for something else, it's really like your placement of bongo is so good. Don't get me wrong, it's really, 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 really good. But you're not you can't you don't seem to. No, how do I put this? You're having a hard time combining good bongo placement with good shield usage, right? So if you just place the shield, you're like, hey, I'm gonna bongo in 6 seconds is what I would say, right? Hey, in 6 seconds I'm gonna bongo because that way you ensure your bongo lasts longer. I mean, like, well, this is good in terms of it's hard for the enemy to get, etc., and you get it. At the same time, like thinking about it, you could have placed that bongo like in the cubby over here, right? Then it's still hitting everyone on your team. You could place a shield on this corner, making it even harder for the enemy to get, etc. And you're not splitting from your team. Right now, you're like really splitting from your team. So it's good bongo placement based on where you were standing, but overall, it's not good bongo placement. Like you have the right idea of sight lines, putting around corners, etc. But you still need to put it in such a way that you're with your team. I mean, I'm getting a little like nitpicky because like again, I do like the placement. I like where your head's at, but placing it on this side would be much better. How does the Roadhog walk up to an Orisa with no fortify and he just lets you be? That's honestly hilarious. What is this ultimate economy in this High Masters game? They just grabbed and Earth Shattered and Sound Barriered and Coalescent. See, this Fortify I can understand because you were afraid of getting pinned. That one makes more sense. Also, Genbu, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Your support, like I said, is legendary to this stream. It's always good to have you here. Hopefully you're having a good Friday. Thank you so much, Genbu, for the 100 bits. Target select. Wait. Right here, you were doing it again. You started tap firing versus the Roadhog again. But why? Why are you doing that? Here, I'll turn it up so you guys can hear it. Like if you want, you can also look at the ammo counter. But he's going like as Orisa, and that makes absolutely zero sense. You're just reducing your DPS at this point. Right there. Why are you tap firing? Why are you tap firing? Don't tap fire ever. It's such a small thing, but there's literally zero reason to tap fire. Absolutely no reason to tap fire. Again, you're so close to punishing Zarya too. Like right here, hang on, let me really get it. Right here, you see it when you see a Zarya like this. If you're a Zarya player, you know what she's trying to do. She's trying to like get some free energy. So what you can do as a Orisa is you shoot her, you get her bubble out, and then you pull her back, but you're halting before she bubbles. And you're just pulling. You didn't even pull her. It's so unfortunate. You could be punishing her so hard if you just, you know, waited just like a second or two to bait out that Zarya's personal shield.
She's on top.
Oh my God, she's so weak. Imagine if you had. I imagine if you had like a halt right here, or B had halted her better earlier. She would be dead. Right now, please. And again, you once again you're shooting the halt too close to the corner. The range of halt is 7.5 meters. You could be shooting the halt like you could shoot the halt at the ground right here, and you'll pull her out. And look how much farther that is compared to this. You're pulling her like 2 meters versus like 6 meters. Like, you abuse the long range of halt. Halt is an amazing ability. You need to get way better with halt. Just that's the number one thing. You need better halts. Retreat is good. Play this corner here. Yep. Okay. Oh man, you're just firing halt just because at this point, which is unfortunate. Your Roadhog got the kill, but not because of your halt. You got the kill because the Rhine shield was down. I honestly like. I really don't think your halt contributed to that. But if it did, I want to be fair to you and say that it did. But I don't think it did. Yeah, I don't think it did. Maybe it pulled Ryan backwards and not Zarya, and then Zarya was exposed, but it's hard to tell, honestly. It's hard to tell. See how you're playing on this side now? This is much better for you because your team has much more safety being on this side than this side. Like Roadhog can be on this side because he's able to like do his own thing, flank, get hooks, self heal, etc. But Orisa not so much. Oh man, oh, your halts are killing me because you're just pulling them together, accomplishing absolutely nothing, and you're tap firing again. Like, imagine if you had halt right now. You could pull this Roadhog right into your team, right here. And your Roadhog can kill him, hook him, you can shoot him, but you don't have halt because you keep wasting it. Oh my God. Again, right here. Anna is right here. If you halted right here, you pull Anna completely away from her Rhine shield. Anna has absolutely no mobility, so she won't be able to get back to the Rhine shield, and hopefully your team's able to focus her. But you just keep throwing halt at a group of enemies. Okay, okay. Let's talk about it like this. Halt is about quality, not quantity. It doesn't matter how many enemies you pull. It's about who you pull and how you pull them. You could, even if you pull one person, but you kill that one person every single time, that Orisa player is better than an Orisa that's just constantly halting 6 people in a group, because that doesn't do it unless you're comboing that with like Dragon Strike or something or Rocket Barrage. Then yeah, you're a god. That would make sense. But you're not doing any of those things. Oh my God, this Anna is so free. Oh, if you had hold, you could hold right here and pull her. Ugh! I think you're trying. No, you actually don't have it. Oh my God, she's actually gonna get away with that. This is what halt does. You punish enemies for their positional mistakes. Okay, okay, the bongo's good that it's around the corner, but why is it so close to the corner? You could place it like way farther back along this wall, then put a shield here, and then they'd have to really run through the shield to get the bongo. Like, around the corner, check, but it's still way too close to the enemy. Wait, what were the numbers advantages? Why? Were you literally just up one and the enemy team retreated? Honestly, this is good on the red team, right? They lost one and used supercharged and they instantly retreated. So good for them. And you guys coalesced. So the red team being really smart here. 127 reload, but you're not fighting, so that one's okay. Oh my god. I'm just gonna have to like close my eyes every time you halt. Okay, that is a good halt. Because Reinhardt, who's trying to run into your team, run through your shield to get an Earth Shatter off, you are denying him a horizontal space and lifting him up in the air, so he is losing time on this Nano Boost because he has to fall. Like, this is a good halt. He's gonna Earth Shatter right now. There's no way he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't because he's down 2. Again, I mean, you've basically won the fight, so it's not, it's whatever. But this fortify is still really like, even in the space that you won the fight, like you have your shield up, you've taken 2 damage. Like, why are you fortifying? Okay, I don't know what that one was, but also look what happened, right? You moved your shield away from the corner for some reason. Like, you had a great spot here for the shield, so they have to either run through or go around, but then you move the shield back, and now she can just walk up here and then grab your team. So that's kind of unfortunate. I don't know why you moved the shield. Also, you want to shoot the shield on the other side of the graviton and not right at your feet. Oh man. Oh, your halts, dude. Your halts are so bad. Like, what are you trying to do here with halt? I didn't comment. I should have commented on this video saying, "Hey, I'm reviewing your VOD," but what are you trying to do with this halt? Like, you can't even see anything on your screen. You're just halting to halt, which is not how you use halt. Like, imagine being Soldier 76, right? And just firing helix rockets, like, in the general direction of the enemy. Not even aiming it, because you're not aiming your halts. You're literally just firing them at the enemy. That would be a terrible Soldier 76 because he's constantly wasting helix rockets because it has damage potential, it has kill potential. So does halt. Halt is Orisa's most important ability. You need to get better with halt. Oh, why are you tap firing versus a Reinhardt that's right in front of you? Oh no. And once again, the shield makes sense, but the halt doesn't make sense.
They're not pushing past us, right?
I'd probably take this corner away. You have to take some space back. You can't just let them get through this whole S for free. Kilocycle will come in with the 2-month reset. Says, "Oh my, Canadians are viewing. I'm far too scared to send my Orisa gameplay to view. My halts are awful." Yeah, but they're gonna continue to be awful unless someone tells you they're bad, either yourself or someone like me. So thank you so much, Kilocycle, for the 2-month reset, man. Welcome back to the Auto Buddies. And if you want to review, dude, I'm happy to review it. But you're not gonna get better without any input from either yourself or someone else. So.
Genji's got blades.
But hey, you can just watch these reviews and get better without actually being reviewed. I could understand that. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to assume the Hanzo said someone was in that window, which prompts this halt. Like again, we needed this corner, and you're playing too far back. Now they have the whole S for free. So again, good supercharger. Nice. Why are you halting? Okay. There's two squishies right here. Actually, I take it back. I could see you trying to halt Reinhardt into the dragon. I could see that. There you go, like that. This is the one time. Look at the ridiculous range of halt. You see this? If you get good with halt, you can abuse stuff like this. Look at this ridiculous range. Like, this is a great example of how to use halt. She is running to cover, right? She's trying to get away, and you're like, nope, you're not getting away, because halt. What? How did that hit you? That is actually insane that that hit you. Why aren't you shooting? Oh, you're literally tap firing again right now when Reinhardt is literally hitting you with his hammer. And then right here, you just like actually stop shooting. What are you waiting for? Why are you just looking at them?
Nervous.
Oh, I know, like, I'm not saying that shooting there or whatever would have, like, saved you, but it's still just, like, super weird. Why are you just, like, stop fighting? It doesn't make any sense. Are you guys actually gonna hold this? It looks like you are. Oh my god. Watch, right here. Look at this right here. Imagine if you had halt right now, and you just halted, like, right here. Man, your halts need work. Your halts need so much work. Of course, literally, as I said that, you had an amazing halt and pulled him into the dragon. How did that actually pull him? Looks like it's inside Winston bubble. What the heck? I'll give you that. I was wrong about this one halt. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, you fortified and shielded again. I'm gonna say maybe you fortified because you were afraid of Riptire. I'll give you that one.
Oh, he's GCs.
What? How was he Reinhardt not touching that? Wow. Okay. Final notes. Number one thing. The number one, the number two, and the number three things are get better with halt. Get value out of your halt. Stop just firing it blindly into the enemy team. Orisa is strong right now because of halt and shield. But mostly halt. Halt is the mistake abuser. Okay? You take enemy mistakes and you make their mistakes worse with halt. Okay? Get better with halt. Get better with fortify. Your fortifies are really awkward. Your supercharger placement is good, but the range of superchargers like super far. Let's double check how far it is. Let's see here. Supercharger. The range of supercharger is 25 meters, so you don't have to place it so close to a fight. You can place it in the back, okay? You can place it way in the back. You don't have to place it so close. You're placing it around corners, good, check. But you also need to place it farther away, and if it needs a shield, save your shield cone and place it with a shield. Stop tap firing. I don't know what that's about, but it serves absolutely zero purpose here. If maybe you were fighting a Zarya, I could understand you stop shooting to not feed over her energy, but tap firing like makes absolutely zero sense. So don't Like, I don't know why you're doing it. If you want to comment on this and explain to me why you're tap firing, I would love to know, but I have no idea why you're tap firing. Um, your shield placement was mostly pretty good, honestly. Like, your shield placement was pretty good, except you need to work with combining shield and supercharger together more. Um, I didn't really see too many reload issues, but some people in chat said they noticed a couple. So just make sure you're using as much as your magazine as possible and reloading when it is a good time to reload. Either you're not fighting, you're breaking line of sight, stuff like that. But like seriously, if you get better with halt, you will be a monster because you could have punished the enemy team here so many times. You could have punished the enemy Zarya, the enemy Roadhog, the enemy Ana, just like so many people. You could have gotten free kills and made this a much cleaner win with just some good halt usage. So anyway, that's this review. Thank you, Seth, for submitting it. I hope this was helpful, and I hope for those watching this, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you see the power of Halt. Halt is an amazing, 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 amazing ability. It's Orisa's #1 ability. Her most important skill is Halt. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to my YouTube. You can check out all my other guides and reviews right here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. I'm pretty active on all of those. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And as always, have a good one.